Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome to Healing Session. Today's reading is going to be a part 2 reading on Alabama Barker and Bad Baby. Just wanted to see what was going on with them. Some of the predictions that I was talking about, they are coming true. I had said that Alabama Barker was not going to be yapping back as much, or really if at all, with Bad Baby, and that Bad Baby was going to keep going, and that has happened. Bad Baby has kept going. She has in fact dropped an entirely different song. So we're gonna just go into like their perspectives and anything new that might have come up into the situation, because obviously things have changed, right? So that's what we're going to be going into today. If you guys enjoy this reading, please like, comment, and subscribe. If you are looking for a personal reading, the link is in the description below. So first, just like how I did the other reading, if you didn't watch it, I will link the description. I'll link the video in the description in the comments. The top half is Bad Baby and the bottom half is Alabama Barker. So let's get into it. So first of all, with the Ten of Swords here next to the Page of Wands, this is the thing. I still think, like, again, like, I don't think that the betrayal that, I'm sorry, I'm saying again because I'm like continuing on from the other video, but Bad Baby still feels very betrayed by the situation, and I feel like she is using this to her advantage, and she's going to keep using it to her advantage. I feel like with the Page of Wands here, she's really allowing this situation to bring her creative juices out. I feel like this is definitely, it's reached a networking stage, if that makes sense, where the situation may have not been that big initially, but now it's kind of being dragged out a little bit. And I don't want to say that this is all for money, but I will say at the very least that this feels very prideful based. Like, you tried to come at me publicly and drop that little song, and so there is definitely like a feeling of competition here. And I think that the reason why she's coming off so, like, I don't know, I guess quote unquote hard or like authentic or raw with her music is because I feel like she still feels this energy of being betrayed. Now, this is the thing. She actually got an extra card, and I'm not trying to, crap on her or anything like that, but her situation at home is still unstable. We have this 10 of Cups here. She's still unfulfilled in her life, okay? And I feel like that's the real tea of this situation, is that I think that blowing up this situation, she has had to make it seem as though these things don't hurt her or that they don't matter, like the things that are being said basically and what has happened. I hope that this is making sense. I don't want to just like run around in a circle, but it just feels like basically she feels the need to prove herself in a sense, and it feels, I think she feels like a little exposed. And I don't mean exposed in a way where it's like, you told all my business, or all my business, or people have been talking about me. It's more so like you tried to put out this narrative about me, and you don't even have your story straight. I'm getting this energy of a lot of like, I wouldn't even be surprised, because I haven't listened to the songs very closely, but I wouldn't be surprised if there are things that Alabama Barker addressed in her song that she then tried to address in hers, telling the truth. I think one thing that I did hear was that, like, I think Alabama Barker tried to say that, like, her best friend was having sex with her boyfriend or whatever, and she was like, well, we did a threesome together, like, I've been new, you know what I mean? And it's almost like she kind of feels like she has to put out her business in order to defend herself and kind of make it seem like, that she's happy with her situation, and she's not, okay? Like, she's not satisfied emotionally with where this has all gone, okay? And I think that right now she's trying her best to, it feels like, alchemize this energy. It's funny because when I read into Bad Baby's energy, it doesn't feel as chaotic as what you would think. It feels like bottled up emotions, really. And it feels like she has a blocked throat chakra, and that could even be why, like, sometimes when people have a blocked throat chakra, they can speak very aggressively, or they don't speak with much empathy, and they don't really care about what other people think. And a lot of people might look at that as like a you know, an outgoing trait, and to some extent it is, but when you're like out, you know, like constantly hurting people's feelings, or if you're like constantly yelling at people every time you get angry, like, you know what I mean, like you're just snapping on people, then it becomes a little unhealthy. So I'm getting that energy here where it's like she's really just trying to transmute a lot of the energy that she was feeling as far as like the negative aspects of this situation. She's trying to kind of make light of it, you know. It's almost like I'm hearing the saying like, when life gives you lemons, make lemonade. Sorry, I had to adjust my camera a little bit. When life gives you lemons, make lemonade. So I feel like she's trying to make this situation overall, she's trying to make this situation work in her favor, and I feel like she's going to continue to do that. Now with the Three of Cups here and the Seven of Pentacles, I wouldn't be surprised though, like this is the problem, because I think that what Spirit is saying is that eventually this has to come to a halt, okay? Like this can't be drawn out forever, and you have to pick very carefully the battles that you decide to pick and choose, because what I'm getting from this is that there could be some interferences with networking moving forward. Now, I'm not saying that she won't be able to network at all, or that she won't be able to get business deals or something like that. That's not what I'm saying at all. But what I am saying is that there may be people who are, it's like you're kind of creating a little bit of a divide, you know. Think of it as being in high school. The music industry is like being in high school, right? And let's just say that there's this well-known, well-liked person, and they have a lot of connects, you know what I mean, aka Alabama Barker, and you happen to piss off one of the big connects. It's like nobody wants to work with you, you know what I mean, or nobody wants to be around you. It's almost like cliques form, you know. So I am kind of seeing that happening, like in the background. Like, yes, she is getting a lot of you know, this stardom that she's looking for, or this clout, or this attention. But what I'm seeing is that this could possibly not, it could work out in her favor in one way, but kind of not work out in her favor in other ways. Now, especially when she talks about other people, okay? And we're going to get into that because she did talk about the Kardashians, and we're going to see how they feel about this whole thing, but that's going to be a little bit different. So, you know, we're going to get there. But she's kind of like almost like not blackballing herself, but you're limiting yourself from, you know, moving forward in certain ways and elevating in certain ways. Now, does she care about that? Maybe not now, but she might later in her life, in her career. And I think that this is something that Spirit is wanting to caution her of. And also what I'm also getting is that she could be getting like bad advice. Like there could be somebody that is not really giving her the best advice. And I feel like in the end, I definitely do think that she's going to like profit from the situation, and she's going to, you know, be in her bag. But I don't think that this is going to have like the long lasting effect that she's wanting it to have, okay? Like I feel like the situation has kind of like torpedoed a little bit. It's like shifted, okay? Like before, I feel like she was very angry, which I do still feel like she is very angry, but and I think that that may even be why the song that she may have dropped previously, like the first one, it may have not been as good because, or, you know, a lot of people don't think that it's as good. And that may be because it's more so like, I was just trying to hurt your feelings. I wasn't trying to be competitive with you. You know what I mean? Like, I was just trying to hurt your feelings and get my emotions out. I wasn't trying to start up this war with you. I don't even think that she necessarily thought that Alabama Barker was going to respond. And so it's like when she did respond and she did what she did, she felt like she had to go and do her big one. But I think that she's also looking at this as an opportunity to kind of have like a little bit of a comeback here. Like, you know, not that she fell off or anything like that, but, you know, she hasn't really rapped in a while. The last thing I heard was like the Gucci flip-flops thing, you know, and in 2019, 2020. So, I don't think that this is going to necessarily last, though, the way that, you know, she's wanting it to last. Okay, so we have the Temperance here in reverse. Like, this is letting me know that she's kind of going against the grain. I feel like Spirit wanted her to let go of this a long time ago. I'm not going to lie. And I think that there may have been even signs, because I don't necessarily know, and you guys can let me know in the comments, you guys. I did mention in my other video how, like, it's possible that Alabama Barker's family, or just her in general, may take some type of legal action. And I wouldn't be surprised if this was done already, or if there was some type of warning that was sent, like, if you don't stop, you know, And I think that she's going against the grain. And so this may not be this may not be the investment that she thought it was going to be. You know, it's almost like I'm getting like this energy of like you made all this money from it, but you also lost a lot of money from it, or you lost something else. Like you win some, you lose some kind of energy. That's what it's giving. So yeah, I do think that she's going to continue to get like attention from it. I'm not saying, I would not be surprised at all if like people want to end up collaborating with her. But there's something here like about like, I don't know, I feel like there's like a little bit of mysteriousness here, or like delusion in a sense, where it's like the situation is being dragged out further than what it should have been. And you know what I was also getting is that like, oh, we got this moon card here. We have the Two of Pentacles and then we have the moon card. I feel like there may be, again, like I had mentioned this in the last reading about these two, but there's some things that Bad Baby was saying that is not completely true. Like there's a lot of he say, she say involved in this. And I think that some of this is kind of almost like delusional. You know what I'm saying? She's not properly looking at the situation for what it really is, okay? Which in my opinion is that like, you know, you're defending the wrong person and you should just be walking away. But it just feels like there's like a little bit of deception here, honestly, on her end, like as far as like how deep the situation really is. Do I feel like she was slighted? Yes, in some way, emotionally, yes, but in a way it's almost like it's like you're doing too much, you know what I mean? You should have kind of like just left it out how it is, because I kind of see her continuing to carry on, because again, I feel like she's gonna kind of like drag this out for as long as she can, but I don't think it's gonna have the investment that she thinks. So now going into Alabama Barker's energy, we have strength. My girl is struggling. When I say my girl, I'm not trying to like take sides. I'm just saying like that's just a statement. But I think that she's trying to look at the brighter side of this situation. I think that, first of all, I do think that she wants to respond. I think that there is something that is possibly legally or financially stopping her from doing so, or possibly even a creative blockage. You know, one of those things, even maybe a mixture of the two. It feels like the situation is being handled, you know what I mean? But I think that some of her pride may be getting to her, especially with the comments and, you know, the publicity around the situation. It is getting to her, but I think that she's trying to look at this as, you know, both of them are really giving like big alchemist energy. They're trying to use their embarrassment and their humiliation and what's going on, and they're trying to use it in their favor. We have the Star card here, so I actually see Alabama Barker somehow getting like more recognition, or she feels like she's getting more recognition. She feels like she's getting attention. I think that there is like, you know, a little bit of like sadness behind this, because I don't think that she enjoys the hate that she gets. Like I don't think that she planned to be like somebody that was having like these type of issues, if that makes sense. And I think in a sense like it does make her feel bad, you know. But I think that she's trying to like look at it as the bright side, like, you know, I'm trying to be, you know, a musician, or I'm trying to get my name out, I'm trying to grow my career. And so she feels like this is kind of like testing her in a sense, or it's kind of like preparing her, or it's growing her skill, you know what I mean? Because I don't know, she kind of looks at it like, you know, everybody has rap battles, you know, that's kind of like that's like the energy that I'm giving. I just don't think that she enjoys the light that she's being put in, you know, like I don't think that she really enjoys that. But again, I don't with the Hermit here, I don't feel like she's gonna respond, or that she wants to respond. I really think that she wants to like go into hiding low-key, but I don't think that she feels like she can, you know, like it's like the spotlight is on me, I can't, you know, like cowered out now. So I feel like she's going to continue to try to possibly conjure up some ideas, as far as, because I see her having like creative blockages, or just not liking the song, or, you know, not being sure if it should be released or not. Okay, we have the King of Cups here next to the Ace of Cups. I feel like there's somebody around her. Who is a water sign male? Who is a water sign male? If there's a water sign male in their family, like on Alabama Barker's side, let me know. Because I don't know Travis Porter's energy. And what's his name? I'm sorry, I said Porter. Travis Barker, I don't know his zodiac sign. I think he's a Scorpio, though. But I don't know. He gives Scorpio vibes, to be honest, the way he is. All the black and everything. But anyway. I think that he wants her to stop, okay? So she's getting, and I think that this is, again, like, where that indecision is coming in. Like, do I do this for my career? Do I hit back, or do I just stop? Do I play it cute? You know what I mean? I think that there's a part of her that doesn't want to indulge in the toxicity. You know what I mean? Especially because I think reputation-wise, there's a lot that she is trying to... Not that she's trying to spare it, but it's just like, regardless of if the rumors are true or not, you don't want your business out there, and you don't want people to look at you in a certain way. So I think that she's almost kind of like, I don't want to say scared, but she is a little anxious as far as like how the situation can go. She's really thinking right now about how she can play her cards right. She wants to be very like decisive and clear about the situation. I don't think that she wants to just think about emotion, you know, because again, like, it seems like the both of them are kind of like in the same boat here when it comes to thinking about their careers, thinking about what they want, thinking about like the long term. But what I will say is that like playing the grace route may actually work out for Alabama low-key in the long run. Now, I'm not saying that it may work out for her in the long run as far as, like, will the people like her more than Bad Baby? I don't know. But what I am seeing is that, like, this may uplift her in a way where it's, like, people, like, I wouldn't be surprised if, like, somebody wanted to work with her, or, you know, like, somebody wanted to pick her up or something. And I think that keeping her image kind of clean and not... You know what I mean? Because I think that with Bad Baby, like I said, she kind of like talked a lot about other people in this situation. Now, that's what I really want to go into. I really want to go into like how other people are feeling about it. Like, I want to see how her dad is feeling. I want to see... Okay, we have the Queen of Cups. First of all, I'm feeling her mom coming in. Her mom doesn't like it. Okay, I feel like her mom feels very defensive. Like, as soon as, because I know that Kourtney Kardashian is obviously not her mom. So whoever her mom is, very defensive right now. Very defensive. I feel like her mom, I wouldn't be surprised if, like, that's where Alabama gets a lot of her fire from, or, like, some of that, you know, that little edge. Because her mom feels like very like fiery. The dad feels more like, we'll deal with this calmly, we'll deal with this the right way, don't worry, we'll get them back, but we need to get them back quietly. And the mom's like, fuck that, no, rip her to shreds, like, you know what I mean? I just feel like the mom is like very defensive, and you know, yeah, she doesn't like it. I feel like the mom low-key supports the clapback energy, low-key. I think the dad actually doesn't, Travis Barker. Like, I don't think he wants her to. I think he'd rather do something, like, legally. Like, or he rather, you know, do, like, what's best for their image, you know, type shit. So, let's see. How is everybody feeling? So, I wasn't even going to pull on the mom's energy, to be honest, but her energy came up soaring. Like, it was... Okay, so we have the King of Cups, and we have the Temperance card. So, again, yeah, like, the dad doesn't want to do anything, okay? The dad wants to go with the flow. He feels like, you know, anything more, like, you're just throwing fuel into the fire. You're not making it any better. You know what I mean? I don't think that he enjoys, like, the hate and stuff that his daughter is getting. I think that he does respect her, though. Like, he respects Alabama Barker's, like, opinions and stuff like that. I think that he wants her to be low-key independent, but yeah, so see, he doesn't feel like it'll go well. He doesn't... Oh, yep, okay, let me reorganize this. So we have the Temperance card in the reverse, and then we also have the Tower card. He doesn't feel like anything good will actually come from this situation. Like, you're going to keep doing this, and she's going to keep acting insane, because I think in his perspective, she's unhinged. Like, I'm going to just say it like that. Like, just say it flat out. Like, it's almost like that girl... This is just his opinion, y'all. I don't even know. This is just his opinion. Don't come for me, come for the cards. I don't know. But he doesn't really feel like Bad Baby has that much to offer. He feels like, you know, first of all, she's older than you, and she's done all this stuff, like, you know, she's in all these things, like, it's very clear that she's not doing what she needs to do in her life, and he doesn't feel like, you know, you going back and forth with this girl, she's gonna keep getting more raw and raw and raw. She may even continue to lie. She may even continue to try to embarrass you. He doesn't feel like it's worth her reputation and the negative publicity. Simple as that. Like, I think that he'd rather than be strong in the situation again. Like, I think that he'd rather, like, do some type of, with the strength card here, I think that he'd rather, like, literally shut her up for good. Like, instead of sitting here and going back and forth with her, let's just shut her up. You know what I mean? Like, he's all about that cease and desist. He's all about that I will sue you. Like, it's not, like, I don't think that he cares, like, if anything, I think that he's very strategic in a way. Like, this is, I sense this energy in the last reading with them. This is his idea. He's like, let her talk. Let her embarrass herself. Let her say something incriminating or something that is threatening. Allow her to do that. Don't retaliate, you know what I mean? Because then we don't have much of a case against her if you keep going, you know what I mean? Like, I think that that's the way that he views it. He doesn't feel like anything good can actually come from the situation. He doesn't look at it from the perspective of it's like, oh, like, you know, it's building my career and all this. No, he doesn't care about any of that. Like, he cares about, like, the solitude and the security of his family and his kid. Like, you know, he doesn't care about that. But I do think that he respects her, like, because I'm also getting not like a forceful energy. This is a suggestion, and I think that this is something that, it's almost like this is like one of those issues where it's like, you know what's going to happen as a parent, because with the Tower card here and the Temperance and the Strength card, I feel like this is something that he knows, like, for sure, like, you're not going to, you know, be happy in the situation in the end if you reply back or if you keep going down with this, like, and we plan on taking action. Like, you don't have to keep doing this, you know what I mean? So he kind of knows, but he's kind of like also allowing her to like make her own choices in a way, you know? So that's what I'm getting from him. But he's very disappointed in it. Like, he does not like the girl. I just also think though, like, he's very chill. He's like, this is ridiculous. You know what I mean? Like, I think that he just thinks like this is very, like, he's a very chill, laid back, kind of almost emotional guy. Like, that's what it feels like. So let's talk about the Kardashians, because they were mentioned. The Kardashians, already from their energy, all I heard was, keep my name out your filthy mouth. Like, I literally heard it just like that. It feels like Kim or somebody else said it. Like, I think that they hated that they were mentioned by someone like this. Like, honestly, yes. Oh my gosh, we have the High Priestess in reverse. Like, don't fuck with the Kardashians. Don't fuck with the Kardashians. They don't care for this. They don't care to be involved in this. They don't. Okay, we have the Seven of Swords. I wouldn't be surprised if they had something up their sleeves as well, or if they're giving Alabama Barker advice as well. There's some sort of like deception here. Like, okay, first of all, I feel like the Kardashians simply feel like she was lying. Like, you're lying. I feel like that didn't happen. Like, whatever she said about her having a stinky coochie and that she got kicked out of the Kardashian house, I don't feel like that's true. You know, and that's why I'm like, they're like, what the heck? Like, I don't even think it's the reaction that they think that, or that she was looking for. And again, like, that's why I was saying, like, it's not, like, she's going to keep going and she's going to keep doing her big one, but it's not the response, and it's not, like, what you think it's going to be. Because I don't think that they look at this as, first of all, the Kardashians move in silence. There's not going to be a lot of talking. There's not going to be, like, this backlash that they get from you. But they will, like, cut you. And this is the thing. That's why I said, like, her doing that kind of messed her up a little bit, like, business-wise, with, like, people that she could be working with, or, you know, how to elevate herself. Everybody messes with these people. You messing with, like, the highest clique. Why would you say that? Why would you bring them into it? And they didn't even have nothing to do with it, because again, I don't think it's true. It's not true. You know, so it's like you're not only are you bringing us into something that has nothing to do with us, but then you're lying too, and you're making us seem like we're some type of, like, drama-filled household. Like, why would we, you know what I mean? Like, they don't even look at it, like, they're like, what the hell? They don't look at it this way. the way they're not mad, they're confused. That's what it feels like. They're not mad, they're confused, and honestly they're a little offended, as far as like, you have some nerve, like you have the audacity, you know what I mean? Like, oh please. I'm hearing some things that I don't want to say, because I don't, you know, I'm a black person and I don't want to say anything like racially incriminating, but I'm hearing something, let me tell you that. How do the Kardashians feel? I almost feel like they want to take like some type of legal action, but this is, again, like, this is why I feel like it's important that like it kind of depends on what Alabama Barker does, because the more that you keep going back and responding, like the more it kind of makes it harder to build a case, you know what I mean? And I don't mean like that it makes it hard as if like, because it's different, right? Like if someone's harassing you, it's because like they keep doing something, you're not responding, right? But if you like go back and forth with them, it's no longer like them harassing you per se. Like, you know what I mean? It can be looked at as like an equal fight, or just like a fight, you know, that went wrong, or whatever the case may be. Okay. I honestly don't even feel like they have much thoughts on it. They're like, what the hell? Like, and I think that they're giving her advice, and I think that they know like the proper way to deal with it, but I don't even think that they're really like paying. Yes, look, we have the Judgment here, and then we have the Ace of Swords. We have the Ace of Swords again that came up already. So I just think that, you know, they don't care. They're like, you know, Judgment Day is going to come for you. Like, you're never going to be able to work anywhere. Like, that's what it feels like. It just feels like, you know, like when, you know that rich people laugh? Like, ha, 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 ha. Like, that's what I'm hearing in my head. So I just want to get, like, before we close up the reading, I just want to get, like, a little bit of extra tea of, like, you know, what's in the future for these girls. I'm going to do Bad Baby at the top, and then I'm going to do Alabama Barker at the bottom. So what is the future as far as, like, what's the tea on their futures? Moving forward, let's start with Bad Baby. So for Bad Baby, what is going on in her future after this situation? We have dodging bullets, blocking negativity, escaping crazy people, protected by haters, romantic love affair. Oh my God. So basically Lavon's gonna cheat again. Look what I just said. I mean, look at the card that just came out and look at what I said. Legal issues, court, judges, immigration, lawyers, etc. There's some type of legal action that they want to take. And I see that it could be coming after her, like, because again, it honestly, what I'm getting right now is that it might not even just be coming from the Kardashians. It could be coming from other people as well, because you're speaking on other people, you know. So it's like at this point, we don't even know who wants to come towards you. But all right, let's keep going. What is going to happen in Bad Baby's future after this situation? Cyberbully, grudge holder, groupie, and cock blocking. So again, okay, and then we also have like, we have bad karma at the bottom of the deck. But bad karma, you guys, is not necessarily about the universe giving you some type of ass whooping. It's more so about lessons. And if you haven't acted the best, then you may need to learn from your mistakes so that you can be able to see, you know, why it was wrong. So sometimes you have to be put on the other side of the situation in order to understand why you did what you did before to maybe somebody else or in a situation was wrong, you know. So I kind of see that for her, and it doesn't mean that she's going to get beat up or something, but I see her possibly having issues. Like, for example, we have romantic love affair. She's still going to get cheated on, okay? Like, the situation is not going to stop. She may have issues with other groupies or other girls coming around. I see that still being a thing. That's still going to be a problem, and I still see her kind of like not really knowing her worth, you know, and still kind of like sticking around, or, you know, just continuing to be hurt, you know. We have cyberbully. You are being bullied online. They are or has suffered from it, etc. So I feel like this could even just be like where she's at, because we also have grudge holder. She's going to continue to, again, boast and, you know, talk trash, and we might even see little things from her, statuses, posts, you know, pictures, whatever, of her kind of like making fun of her, whatever the case may be. We're still gonna see all of that. But I just don't see that, you know, it's not gonna work out in her favor. I don't see it work. No, I swear there's gonna be some legal action. This is the second time that I've been feeling like there's legal action, and I feel like there will be. And we have dodging bullets, blocking negativity, escaping crazy people, and being protected by haters. I feel like she's around a lot of people who would enable her behavior. And I think eventually this is not good. This is going to kind of catch up to her. You know, I actually kind of feel like she has like a lot of people around her that are kind of like taking advantage of her, or, you know, they're just not really good people to be around. And I feel like they kind of either enable her, or they just they're not good for her, you know. And I see her possibly kind of just continuing bad habits, and it doesn't have to be like making music about people, but it just could be like, for example, vaping or whatever, just continuing bad habits because she's around people who kind of enable that behavior or hype it up. So what is to come in Alabama Barker's future after this situation? Ooh, that came out quick. Creativity. Steals your ideas, copies your work, or duplicates, feeds off you. Okay. Too busy winning. With the creativity card, I don't actually get that she's necessarily going to be stealing somebody's ideas. Actually, what I'm getting is that she may be inspired by other people. I see her kind of trying to change up her flow, or kind of like critique herself. So it's like, I see her kind of like looking back at like this situation, looking back at the song and maybe even the music video, just like what she did, just looking back at her art. And I see her like comparing that to possibly other artists that she might like, or other people, and possibly even trying to kind of include or try different flows. I see her being inspired by people. I mean, she may steal ideas and copy other people's work, but I think that the intention is not necessarily to do that. Like, she feels like she is trying to kind of like find herself. And then we have Too Busy Winning here. So she's going to continue to make music and progress. And we have Fake Flexing, acts rich, flosses money, acts fancy, shows off, etc. So she's going to continue that. But you guys, I mean, we kind of already know this, but I don't think that she's going to like have like, I don't think that she has everything, right? Like, I still think that she does like kind of like live off of her parents, which to me is not a bad thing, you guys. I mean, hate me if you want to. I don't think it's bad to live with your parents, or if they have the money to pay for your life, hey, whatever. They have millions of dollars, y'all. Like, hello. Anyways, but I do see her kind of like still kind of like flaunting and, you know, kind of like fake flexing. And what I'm also getting with this is kind of like her still not really knowing her personality or her persona or what her aesthetic is. So I still see her kind of like being in the same energy that she's kind of in now, this overly cocky, I got it all on me, you know, type of energy. I'm also hearing like cap in her raps, you know. I'm hearing that as well. Like, she may try to like, you know, take on a persona that's not really the best for her. But okay, we have Fake Smiles. So again, I do feel like the situation, it did hurt her. I feel like she is getting like a lot of cyberbullying right now, and I think that she is low-key not, you know, really that happy or satisfied in her life either. So I'm sorry, I kind of said that a little funny, but basically I'm saying that she's not going to be that happy from the situation. I don't think that she's that happy with it now. I think that she's trying to look at the brighter side of everything, but I think in the end she is going to, like, you know, not really like the, you know, the light that she was in. I think that too, you know, this may have caused like a pure hate train, and, you know, she may continue to have those comments off for a while. Okay, now what I was also getting is that she may not be that satisfied in her life, personal life either. She may be trying to, she's really like in a state of trying to find herself. She's young and she's trying to figure out like what she wants to do and the type of lifestyle that she wants to live. And so I don't think that she is actually as satisfied with her life where she's at right now. We also have Drama Starter. So there could even be some issues that she could even start in the future as well, possibly with other people, or there could even just be more issues coming out as far as like the type of person that she is, possibly from like other people. So yeah, I think I'm gonna stop it here though. We also have Creepin'. I feel like they're both gonna be kind of like spying on each other, seeing what the other person is doing. Could be talking a little trash. I definitely see that. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading though. It's definitely very interesting. I feel like the energy is a little bit different from the last reading, so it's really cool to see how the energy changes. Definitely gonna cleanse a little bit after. Oops, that splashed everywhere and it caught on my little paper thing. But anyway, so if you guys enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. If you guys are looking for a personal reading, the link is in the description below, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.